Eating less of this food could cut risk of cancer, study finds. Diet plays a role in physical and mental health, along with exercise and lifestyle. It means what we eat will likely define our overall well-being. Recently, a new study showed that eating less of a food type could cut your chances of cancer. That's on top of the typical benefits, such as ideal weight and healthy heart and gut. The study was led by researchers at the University of Oxford. They examined the cancer risk of regular eaters of fish, vegetables, and meat. Their goal was to determine the connection between vegetarian and non-vegetarian diets and the risk of several cancer types. Published in BMC Medicine, the team analyzed the data of over 470,000 British adults aged 40 to 70 years. Pre-existing conditions such as diabetes, lifestyle, and socioeconomic factors were accounted for. Overall, people who were vegetarian or vegans had a lower cancer risk of up to 14% compared to people who ate meat more than 5 times per week. According to Yahoo, you don't need to quit cold turkey to see some results. Just slashing your meal consumption is worth it. The study findings suggested that eating meat 5 times or less per week could lead to a 2% lower cancer risk. Eating only fish would result in a 10% lower risk. Specific cancer types were also examined in the study, and researchers found some connections. For prostate cancer, men who followed a vegetarian or vegan diet had a 31% lower risk, while fish eaters had a 20% decrease. This is big for many men who can't live with a vegetable type of diet but are okay with fish. For colorectal cancer, limiting meat consumption to 5 times or less per week could reduce the risk by 9%. This backs the findings of another study published in Oncology Reviews, where red meat and colorectal were observed with a relationship. Although the findings are sound diet-wise, researchers warned that the findings were only observations. A causal relationship between diet and cancer risk wasn't realized in the study. This kind of conclusion is common since external factors linked to cancer are very difficult to pin down. What the findings tell us is, mind what we eat. If you eat more sweets, expect your sugar to rise, a risk of diabetes. If you eat lots of salty food, expect your sodium to rise, a risk to your kidneys. You can eat meat since it contains essential nutrients too, plus protein. But don't fill up your plate with just meat, and add a healthy amount of fruits and greens too. Do you agree that eating too much meat can raise cancer risk? What is your current diet? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Till our next video, thanks for watching.